Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we opposite. Green, ready.
On the ground, this is Trevor Etienne. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for the Panthers. 39 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Black 40. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. 52 blue.
Here's Etienne. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Third down, they need 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Out of a shotgun, Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Let's go now. 45, white, yellow, Lonnie. Ready?
They'll run. It's Etienne. And the Panthers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. We would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on third down, and it's going to set up first and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Set, huh?
Now Young. He's got it at the 3.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. Let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Now Young. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And now it's third and goal. Back to throw, Young, and that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second TD catch of the season.
Well, just about every metric you can use, it's very clear, Mike. This is one of the best defenses in football. So I think coming in, preparing for this game, we were asking ourselves, where do the points for this offense come by? And I'll tell you what, they silenced a lot of those doubts here with this opening drive to take it all the way down the field, to sustain possession, and come away with points. I haven't seen many teams do that to this defense. They got some things to sort out here before this next possession.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken around the 11. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready?
He'll push forward for about a yard. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Ward. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 17 yards. First down for Tennessee.
The 45-yard line.
Get up. Just the Eagles.
In motion, Lamb. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ready, break. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Titan first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Mustang 19!
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Quick run, taken in. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. We are through 1. The Panthers off to the early advance. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go. 70, ready.
First carry for the Auburn alone. Tank Bigsby. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
On second down, here's Ward. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
70.
3rd and 2. Ward. And he's going to be dropped. They can get to him at the 15-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drop.
And they're on 26-yard line.
Okay, break. Down. Cut.
Now ETN. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now.
On the ground, here's ETN. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run.
Ready?
In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Get up. 19.
He'll get this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Ready, set.
Now here's second and goal.
Here we go, set. Ready, right?
Throwing is Ward. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Back to throw is Ward. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This one taken at the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60, cut.
On first down is Young. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Set, cut. Set, cut.
Young. Pass over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great.
In trouble, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean,
that's to the sideline and intercepted. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Ready, ready.
On play action, Young. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. Still going. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play for the Panthers. That goes for 58.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Ready. Down.
Etienne is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10.
19 strikes. 19. Come on. Hit. Gotta be lying. Not saying 19. Steady.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's caught downfield by Teslam. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a big one for Tennessee. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing, Ward. And that ball incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on the...
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown Titans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and I see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll return this from the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.